today marks the beginning of my third trimester. Today I am 27 weeks pregnant, which puts me at the start of my 7th month. So the baby should be around 2 pounds and should be about 15 inches long now. And in case you did not know, it is another boy. So I have actually gained 30 pounds since the beginning of this pregnancy, which is crazy. I think that's more than I had gained at this point with my first son. Yeah, so at my last appointment, they said that my blood pressure was looking great. I had no gestational diabetes. I did my glucose tolerance test and I passed that. I actually had failed that last pregnancy, but then went on to pass the 3-hour test. But this one I passed with flying colors, so that's awesome. But I was diagnosed with a low hemoglobin and an iron deficiency, which I kind of already knew that I had that because I've been really, really craving ice, and I know that's kind of a signature part of being iron deficient. So I pretty much always have some ice with me. I just finished some now, actually. But this actually is a high-risk pregnancy due to my previous pregnancy, because right now at 27 weeks, I am actually only 7 weeks away from when I last delivered. With my last pregnancy at 32 weeks, my blood pressure started to go up, and I had a lot of those blood pressure symptoms. My ankles started swelling, I started seeing spots, and then they put me on bed rest and put me on medication. I lived in the hospital for, 2.5 weeks. They thought they were going to be able to hopefully push through maybe to 37 weeks, but they were not, and we had an emergency C-section at 34 weeks. Because no matter how many times they increased my medications, my blood pressure was still insanely high. It was in the 200 range. But so far, they had me on low-dose baby aspirin for this pregnancy, and so far I have not had any blood pressure issues. It's been a while since I checked. The last time it was checked was at my doctor appointment about 2 weeks ago. So actually I am about to check it for you guys, and I'm going to do a live test. So here's hoping that it looks really good, because it's honestly something that scares me, it happening again. Okay, so the blood pressure looked good, which is awesome. I have my own home cuff that I keep up with it with. I try and check every week or so. Just anytime that I'm kind of feeling off, like sometimes I'll see spots or I'll start to feel kind of bloated, and I just go ahead and check it to be on the safe side, because frankly I'm going to be a little bit paranoid. But no, those numbers look great. Everything is going awesome. I hope that it continues to go this well all the way to the end. So let me show you guys my 27-week bump, and I am sure that I am bigger at this point than I was with my first pregnancy. I'm just completely positive about that. Let me show you. Also, I have posted this in a couple different places, but I kind of want to talk about it for just a second. We have decided on a name for this baby, and it took us a whole lot longer to decide on the name the second go around. Our first son, his name is Hudson Reed. And then for this one, you know, we had gone back and forth on a lot of things. We really liked George Harrison. No, I guess I'm just really ignorant. I did not know that one of the Beatles' names was George Harrison. I didn't know that. I just liked the sound of it. We actually really liked Harrison Ford. We just loved the sound of that name. But we kind of decided that we would probably never live it down, and our son would never live it down if he were named Harrison Ford, like the actor. We dropped Harrison. My husband really liked Ford, and it honestly has grown on me a lot. So we decided on Ford. That's what he'll be called. But for his first name, my husband had actually suggested it, and it really surprised me that he did. You know, that's kind of really his forte usually, but he came up with the name Truett Ford, and I loved it. It's kind of like Hudson Reed. It's a little unusual. It's uncommon, but it's something that's easy to pronounce. It's, you know, pretty easy to spell, and it just sounds unique. I really like it. So his name is Truett Ford Godwin. He is due, because I'll be a C-section, it'll be a C-section delivery again. That'll be scheduled a little bit closer to time, but he'll be delivered at 39 weeks, assuming that everything goes well up to that point. It's 39 weeks, falls on, I think, April 6th or 7th. I'm honestly kind of expecting him to be the final few days of March, which is still full term. It's a little bit early, but it's still full term, and hopefully we will not have all the preemie issues that we had with Hudson, and we won't have to spend any time in the NICU, and hopefully I will be able to hold him when he is born, because that's my biggest thing. It's my biggest regret and disappointment with my first son, was that I was not able to hold him. I was not able to see him for many hours after he was born. I wasn't allowed to hold him for 3 days after he was born. I just really don't want that this time. You know, this might possibly be my last pregnancy, and if it is, I really want it to go smoothly and want my bonding process with this baby to be much easier on both of us than it was last time. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll stay tuned for more updates on this pregnancy. I cannot wait to film the birth video and my hospital stay, and to document the final days of this pregnancy, because I am in the final countdown.